only time I've stepped out into public is to start the school choice scholarship program in Louisville. And it's been a tremendous success story for the kids that have been part of that program. These are kids that when they come into our program, only 40% of them can read at grade level, and only 28% can do math at grade level. But after 3 years in a private school where the expectations are a little higher, the curriculum's tougher, and I think the biggest thing is discipline's enforced. After just 3 years, 96% of these kids can read at or above grade level, and 81% of them can do math at or above grade level. And they're still in the same low-income family they were in before. They have the same family dynamic they had before they came into our program. The only thing that we changed were the expectations in the school environment. And that's what got me interested in, my first real step into dealing with the legislature was after 5 years of that data. I looked at it and I said, look, our scholarship program is doubling public school performance, and we're doing it at half the cost. The state has to be interested in this. Now, prior to school choice scholarships, I would talk to some people, and they said, well, in the legislature, and they said, well, Kentucky's different than other states. And I thought to myself, well, that's nonsense. Kentucky's no different than any other state, really. But I wanted to show them local data so that they could then not have that objection. So I go to the legislator and ask them, show them this data and show them the test results. And they said, Phil, this is great. You're doing wonderful work. But the truth is the teachers' unions will kill me. There's no way I'll get reelected if I try to do something like public school choice at a statewide level. And if they didn't say that, they said, well, if they didn't have a school district that was unionized, it was still the largest employer in their district, and they were afraid to go against those guys. And even when I showed them their own statistics in their own schools, they still weren't interested. And I thought to myself, this is just crazy. As I mentioned before, a third of these kids drop out before they graduate, and the kids that do graduate, 60% of them can't read and do math at grade level, but they still weren't interested. And it kind of made me mad. But and over time, things changed a little bit politically. The Tea Party kicked up. Rand Paul was able to run, and he wasn't the hand-picked establishment candidate. And the doors have really opened for people like me that want to step up and try to make a difference, but aren't beholden to any party or any organization. And so I talked to my wife about it. We prayed quite a bit and came to the decision, now's the time to do it if we're going to do it.